This lady, she performs in English and in Spanish, amazingly enough. I know. I didn't think it was possible. America. You can see her perform all around town. She's got several shows going on. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Yeah! For the wonderful Irene Meneguzzi.
Give it up for Matt one more time. One more time. Hi, everyone. Thank you for making it to the end. I know you're all bored and you want to go to bed. Some people in the back are sleeping already. I was looking at you. I know who you are. Okay, I'll be quick. My name is Irene. I'm from Argentina. Yeah, thank you. But I left Argentina 18 years ago to move to Europe. So my Tinder profile reads 18-year-old European. Sounds catchier than 42-year-old immigrant. Which is what I am. I'm 42. People tell me I look younger. Thank you. For that reason, I have a roommate. I live with my best friend, which is great because it's good to know that if one day I choke to death in my apartment, someone will find me. Yeah, and if I'm going to be lying dead in my apartment, half decomposed, no makeup, I want to be found by my best friend and not by some hot firefighter. This used to be a constant fear of mine. I used to live alone, okay? And I had this constant fear that I would choke to death on one of these massive paracetamol tablets. Have you seen those pills? They're like this, you know? So I was really afraid that like one day I would choke on one of these pills and I would be lying dead in my apartment for weeks and no one would know. You know, like why would they know? What would give me away? You know, the smell? I lived in Barcelona, guys. No one would notice. So sometimes, you know, before taking a paracetamol tablet, I would fantasize that I would put on some red lipstick on so that the hot firefighter who would come to remove my body would fall in love with my beautiful carcass. You know, it happened to Snow White. Why not me? You know, I used to love my little Barceloneta apartment. It was the size, more or less, the size of a shoebox, and it was also made of cardboard. It was basically a shoebox, but it was great. You know, it was a little bit like living in a haunted house, because you could hear all these weird noises, but instead of ghosts, it was your neighbors. You know, and. The difference between ghosts and neighbors is that ghosts are scary and neighbors are gross, you know? Ghosts, they go like, woo, and neighbors go like, eh, eh. You know, every fucking morning this man was like, eh, like, are you a massive cat? Or do you eat your cat? What's going on? It was a little bit intense for me living alone because I work from home, you guys. So, you know, living alone, working from home. And also, like, my boss hates me. Yeah, she does. Like, she doesn't say it, but I know what she's thinking because I'm self-employed, you know? It's me. So, yeah. Living alone, working from home. Sometimes I would get a little bit lonely. So what I would do is I would imagine that I was working in a real office. So I would leave passive-aggressive notes all over the place, you know, like, the coffee mugs are not going to wash themselves, you know. Or my favorite one was like, all members of staff are welcome to use the toilet brush. Love that one. But you know what my biggest fear was about living alone? It wasn't choking to death. It wasn't ghosts. My biggest fear, guys, and I think women can identify with this, was that one day, like a man with bad intentions would sneak into my apartment and do the unthinkable, you know, like move in. I'm talking about my ex. He used to spend a lot of time in my place. A lot of time, you know, like I didn't like that. He was like, every time he would come over, he was like, what should I bring? And I was like, I don't know, half the rent maybe? Anyway, it's all in the past. It's all in the past now, my Barceloneta apartment and my boyfriend. But yeah, now I'm living with my best friend and I was so happy, but then I found out recently that my apartment is for sale. So I'm gonna have to move soon, yeah. And I'm very stressed about having to move, guys, because I don't know if you knew this, but moving ranks third in the list of the top 5 most stressful life events, right? Yeah, it's like the first one is death of a loved one, second, divorce, third, moving, fourth, major illness or disease. So having to move is more stressful than having cancer. You don't like dark humor, do you? Don't worry, I can say this because a long time ago I was diagnosed with breast cancer. Don't worry, I'm healthy now, I am. But I can tell you this. Yeah. I can tell you something. When people think you have cancer, they are there for you. You don't have to do anything. They're like, oh, Irene, what do you need? Do you need anything? Do you need me to do the grocery shopping for you? Do you need me to crush those paracetamol tablets for you, Irene? Do you want me to put on some red lipstick on your dead body, Irene, when you die? When you have to move and you need help, you're out of friends. All of a sudden, you're out of friends. You know, like one of them suddenly has sciatica. The other one remembers he has a child he needs to look after. You know, the other one develops overnight cancer. And he's like, no, I'm sorry, I can't help you with the moving because I have to go to chemo tomorrow. And you're like, my thing is more stressful, man. I have to move, you know, moving beats cancer, man. You know, like, help me move this fucking fridge down 7 flights of stairs and then we'll think about your relaxing cancer, motherfucker. Thank you very much, guys. Good night.
Give it up one more time for Irene.